So Maggie L in Feaster Retrievo's new customer. Scope of work, I'm going to give them three different options. Well, not three different options, three different line items, see what they accept. I'm starting in the backyard. It's kind of a unique property, very on a steep hill. So getting back here will be a little bit challenging. Actually, got to look over there. You might be better off. Let me just look now. I didn't walk. Might be better off bringing the wheelbarrows up this side. Not like it's super easier, but this is probably better because you got steps over here. Not that it's a ton, it's probably a yard or so. So first line item is going to be cleaning up back here and then black mulch install. So just blow these beds out really well. Looks like it's been a while since they've had anything going on. So blow them out, string trim, weed them out. There is some fabric down here, but it's pretty barren elsewhere. You know, they're big on like low maintenance stuff, so do our best to try to avoid the weeds from coming back the best we can. So in saying that, I would bust the area out pretty good, could put down a good amount of preen, spray Roundup, avoid near these boxwoods obviously, but spray Roundup where you can, and then go a little bit thicker on the mulch. Maybe I would say probably 2 yards of black mulch then, because we'll be going a little thicker in this whole area. So black mulch, this area right here, sunken down a bit. I would take those pavers out, just put them right here, bring in maybe 4 bags of topsoil or something like that, pack it in there, and then put mulch over top, and then pruning and shaping. I wouldn't worry about this guy, but these boxwoods, prune them and shape them. All these prune and shape, just a light prune and shape. That one actually probably leave it alone. And then you'll notice too, there's like a vine in here, right there. If we can try to yank that out the best we can. That's just a stick. But yeah, you got a vine. It's not terrible, just like a little vine. You could try to locate where it's coming from ideally, but try to yank that off, kind of prune these up. I wouldn't worry about separating them too much, or do whatever you think. Maybe do separate them, give them that shape, like a roundish shape on all of them. So that's this portion back here. Second portion is going to be the middle here. So we will lightly kind of prune these right here, and then I'd say starting here, blowing out all these leaves and debris. Good hallway of leaves and debris. This whole area, just kind of clear it out of leaves and debris. There's nothing they're looking to save in here besides there's a little plant right here. The rest you can just bust out with a string trimmer, blow it really well. I would not bring the dump trailer up here. It's too steep, so you are gonna have to run it down the driveway, like your tarps and such. But yeah, blow this area out, clean it up. I would just string trim like all this growth, like all this funky stuff. I would just string trim it and then blow it out. And their property line goes basically like to the end of the fence up there, a little bit past this big tree, a little bit past their basketball court. So you could even go over maybe just a little bit more, and kind of, because he looks like he keeps it fairly clean, but blow all these leaves, trying to get them out of here. So just general like cleanup of this area, nothing too crazy. When you're done, maybe spray the area just to avoid all this weedy growth stuff from coming back. No mulch or anything in this area. They have like a pea gravel in here, but it's kind of thin. So first we're just going to start with cleaning it up, and then figure out something later down the road. And then while you're at it, maybe just blow like the steps and like these stones, try to blow them out. So that's the second portion of work. And then the third and final bit of work is down by the street. So again, kind of a cleanup planning type of scenario. So starting past this rock wall, so this area she's going to handle, she's going to maybe plant some stuff here or do something, so don't worry about that. So it's starting here and generally starting like over here, same type of drop basically. They just want to improve this area in general is the goal. So suggestions that I had and what we're going to do is come through with a string trimmer. Could even hook this up right here, just string trim a little bit along the driveway, but all these funky like weedy vine things, probably just brush cut them down, string trim them, brush cut them, before they start really sprouting. Let's see if that is. Yeah, so just brush cut them, string trim them down. If you need to like brush cut or string trim like where the base is and you kill out some of that ground cover, that's okay. Ideally all this ground cover wants to stay, that's fine. It's all that funky stuff kind of above it. So if you can string trim so that it's flush with the ground cover and then blow it all out is ideal. Down in this area, it's like they used to have Pachysandra and it all died out. So blow this out really good. All the debris and such. All these plants that are close to the road, you can rip them out. I would say maybe even rip that one out too. Leave this guy, but kind of just like clean slate in this. This Pachysandra you can keep. I gotta see what type of ground cover. They wanted something that grows fast, so I'm gonna see what that may be. But we want to get some ground cover in here and plant the seeds for ground cover. So you want to blow the area, all the debris, string trim it, get it all prepped, and then kind of like till up the soil a little bit, and then plant the all the ground cover. And it goes, the property line goes right down to this area, but they're going to take the forsythias, which I'll get into in a minute. We're going to plant right up to here. So all this growth too, all these funky things growing up, string trim all these out, brush cut them out, bust them up. I told them when we're doing this, we might destroy some of this ground cover. They said that's fine, they understand. Just try to like clean this area up in general. So her property line goes to about here. So just try to clean up the best you can the whole area. And up there, I wouldn't go too nuts, but just go through like the string trimmer and do a quick blow and clean up. Kind of see what this guy next door is doing. He's just blowing all his debris and hauling it away. Kind of what we're going to be doing here. All right, and then for Cynthia's, so this part will be cleared out, and then we're going to be planting for Cynthia's. I'm going to measure it up and see how many and what makes sense. But we'll plant them like, I'll put the details in the notes how widespread to do them. But they're going to be running, I would say, a couple feet off of the roadway and basically running along the street here is what we're going to plant for Cynthia's, which is what are down there a little bit. So yeah, so clearing it out, planting for Cynthia's, and then planting ground cover. And then over on this side, just gonna blow all this out, clean it up, string trim it, and then same thing, planting ground cover. No for Cynthia's over here. Only thing to be mindful is she has some plants, peonies right here. It's like inside this border rock wall. So this area, just kind of rake it. Don't go crazy with a string trimmer. The rest, she said, there's nothing. Don't worry about it. Just jack it up with a string trimmer to try to prep it. We may or may not want to bring in some fresh, a little bit of fresh like topsoil to kind of throw down with the ground cover when we plant it. I'm going to see what's best to try to get it to take as quick as possible. Yeah, and that's it.